warm welcome to you all. Hope you'll thoroughly enjoy our program.
May we remind you that for the convenience of those patrons who prefer not to smoke, seating areas on the right-hand side of this auditorium have been designated as no smoking areas. Your cooperation is appreciated.
In this century of great wars, no other compares to the mammoth struggle between Nazi Germany and Soviet Russia. From this savage era comes a story so big that only the epic camera of Sam Peckinpah could do justice to its theme. As the once invincible German army was hammered back in the year after Stalingrad, survival came to depend on two kinds of soldier. Leaders of men such as Steiner, and seekers of glory such as Stransky.
Why did you ask to be relieved from duty in France?
I want to get the Iron Cross.
Steiner is a myth, but men like him are our last hope.
I firmly don't believe that the ideals of the German soldier, even under
German
such
soldier no longer has
circumstances,
any ideals. He's fighting for his life.
If they're the last of us, Stransky and Steiner, then God help us.
there are orders that no Russian prisoners are to be taken. Get rid of him.
Not since All Quiet on the Western Front has any film probed the realities of war so deeply. Whatever Sam Peckinpah does generates an excitement of its own. The need to find love.
Go back.
And the inner conflict to face death instead. Now, Sam Peckinpah achieves a new high with Cross of Iron.
Why do you want it so badly?
As he looks beyond the mere winning of medals to the meaning of courage itself.
It's just a piece of worthless metal. It's not worthless to me.
You're not dealing with just another Nazi party type.
He doesn't live in the same world we live in.
I know he's living in my world now.
They're pulling back to the bridgehead at Kuban. No rear guard, not even Steiner's platoon.
Regimental headquarters, come in, please.
Stransky, can you hear me? All the lines are out.
You're the only person that stands between Stransky and his Iron Cross. Without Steiner to contradict him, he'll get his Iron Cross. Stransky in Paris, Steiner, God knows where he'll be.
Even bigger than the Wild Bunch. More exciting than Straw Dogs and The Getaway. Now, Sam Peckinpah brings you the most epic story of them all. Cross of Iron.
Leaving without your Iron Cross, Captain?
I said, where's the rest of your platoon? Sergeant Steiner!
Captain Stransky, you are the rest of my platoon. I'll show you how a Prussian officer can fight. Then I will show you the Iron Crosses grow.
They called her the little girl who lives down the lane. all alone in that big house. Who was she? And what was her secret? A lot of people wondered. Like Mario, the local comedian.
Somebody's out there.
Officer Miglioretti, the local cop.
I don't believe what you've been telling me about your father.
You're a very pretty girl, you know that? Pretty eyes.
Frank Hallett, the local creep. And nasty Mrs. Hallett, the local gossip.
Mrs. Hallett, I'm warning you!
I want to know what's been happening here in this house. I want to know what happened here today!
I think I should warn you that the police are watching our house right this very minute, Mr. Hallett.
Aren't you scared?
Of what?
Of being alone. No one will know about us.
I never knew how much I needed you.
Now listen to me, young lady. I know you're up to something.
Go in that study, Mrs. Hallett, and I tell my father about your son. I even had to ask him why the police don't do anything about it.
Why should they do anything?
When your son gives candy to pretty little girls.
Academy Award nominee Jodie Foster, Martin Sheen, Alexis Smith.
Get out of here!
The little girl who lives down the lane.
Jamaica's first feature is America's #1 cult movie. Jimmy Cliff, an existential hero as good as anything James Dean or Brando portrayed in the 50s. Crawdaddy. In the backyard of paradise, life and marijuana are cheap. More guts, wit, humor, and sheer exuberance than most movies you'll see in any one year. Vincent Canby, New York Times.
Keep on fighting for the things I want. Though I know that when you're dead you can't. But I'd rather be a free man in my grave than living as a puppet or a slave. So as sure as the sun will shine, I'm gonna get my share now. What's mine? And then the harder they come, the harder they fall. One and all.
Best rock movie of the year. Rolling Stone, LA Times, Cream.
Ooh, the harder they come, harder they fall. One and all.
The mother, the father, the child, the stranger.
He's going to harm us. It's Ivy he's after.
The past, the present, the nightmare, the terror.
I saw her burn her hands on a cold window.
The movie. Audrey Rose, the novel of reincarnation, is now a spellbinding motion picture. The pain, the anger, the trial, the test.
Your eyelids are getting so heavy.
The question.
Audrey.
The answer.
Never the child!
The torment. The truth.
We're both a part of this child.
It will alter your ideas about life after death forever.
Look forward to and come and enjoy the best on the big screen scene at this cinema.
India, land of fascination, with a tempting and distinctive cuisine. For authentic Indian dishes, visit this restaurant. The atmosphere of India and Indian courtesy will add to your enjoyment.
The Metropole is always at your service. There are 2 first-class restaurants, the Terrace Restaurant and the Terrace Grill. A coffee shop open all day, a cocktail bar, and our own local, the Cotswold Arms, which serves an excellent courses for private parties for 20 guests, up to 1,200 at a banquet. There's a Metropole close to the heart of London's West End. And to get away from it all, the famous Brighton Metropole with its own health hydro. Please ask for further details at our reception.
Join the rush to the best place in town.
Stonecross Garage, a complete service to the motorist, 7 days a week.
For me, martini is a flavor that lingers in the mind forever. Martini is the taste of unfamiliar places you seem to have known for always. Martini is a flavor, a sensation, a taste. Martini is unmistakable. Martini is.
This Allegro is the best foreign car I've ever owned.
It's got to hold 5 people in comfort, mind, and do 0 to 60 in about 9 seconds.
Well, even they got to wash the petrol, haven't they?
And I want a 5-speed gearbox, adjustable steering wheel, not as extras. And I must be able to lock all the doors at the flick of a switch.
Slow down, Ethel. There's a fire.
And 5 doors and reclining seats. Can't help me, of course, can you?
The new Rover 3500, sir.
Leyland Cars. Austin, MG, Triumph, Mini, Jaguar, Daimler, Princess, Morris, Rover. All with super cover. Great cars and a great deal more.
Alan and I quite often go bowling on Fridays. He picks me up straight from the office, so I want to be sure my breath stays nice and fresh. There's nothing like double mint for that. Any time of day. Talk about refreshing. Quick chew and my breath tastes really clean. Double mint helps me keep my cool all evening through. Sorry about that.
Double mint gum. It's a natural for fresh breath.
This is pagan man undergoing his fertility rites. He wears exotic fragrances and ceremonial dress. He and his chosen female feast on rare and succulent foods. Pagan man bestows gifts of beads upon his woman. They drink to each other's honor. And finally, adjourn to their hut on the edge of the tribal village. Pagan man aftershave, because there's a bit of the pagan in every man.
Enjoy a drink with your friends in our Hollywood bar.
Now, it's time for ice cream. Or maybe some nuts. A cool glass of orange. Why not try a hot dog? Or a sparkling, ice-cool Pepsi. From the sales girls, and in the foyer. Now.
Linda, come out with me on Saturday and I'll give you the world. We'll spend the evening on the yacht sipping Pepsi from champagne glasses under the stars.
Think about it.
I'll give you my phone number and you can call me when you've decided.
Your office number or your home number?
Neither. It's a fish and chip shop over the road, but they'll take a message.
Cool talking high, walking faster than ever, get a cool fizzing Pepsi.
Friends, if you're feeling peckish and you'd like a bite, tell them, girls.
Have a Lion's hot dog, a Lion's hot dog.
Take a good fresh bun and a sausage, right?
A delicious hot dog, a Lion's hot dog.
It's hot, delicious, and it's waiting for you, a super Lion's hot dog.
Super!
Get your friend one, too. And, I said, and there's something else that's fun to eat. I repeat, tell them, girls.
It's a Lion's burger, a Lion's meat burger.
It's a tasty burger with real good meat.
It's a sizzly burger, a Lion's meat burger.
Great with mustard or tomato sauce.
Ooh, those hot dogs, ooh, those burgers.
They're great, and how, folks? Lion's hot dogs and Lion's meat burgers. Go get them in the foyer now.
An hour from now, you'll wish you'd had one.
I'll have the strawberry time.
Lion's Made Strawberry Time. Dairy ice cream and crushed strawberries, topped with a dollop of real cream. How about a refreshing golden orange, made with the juice of a whole orange?
Hey, what's that? Nigel.
Or a Cornish chocolate sundae, creamy vanilla and rich chocolate ice cream. Delicious. Lion's Made is so much fun to eat. Whichever one you choose, with Lion's Made, you're laughing.
It's no good you sitting there dying of thirst looking at these oranges. They're absolutely forbidden in here. I mean, it's not a greengrocer's, is it? I mean, they make a terrible mess. People get squirted in the eye and sometimes in the circle. I mean, all this peel, you know, the usherettes. The usherettes have absolutely refused to, and that came as a great surprise to the manager, because you see these pips, I mean, they get flicked at people in the front and they hit them in the back and they get trodden on. Messy business. On the other hand, we have no objection to you making loud slurping noises and dribbling down your front with your aura. Orange. Your aura. Funnily enough, it's made from fresh oranges. Oh, excuse me. Went up my nose.
Future isn't just one night. It's written in the moonlight, painted on the stars. We can't change ours. Don't give up on us, baby. We're still worth one more try. I know we put a last one by.
In 1974, a motion picture shocked the world. It has become one of the most acclaimed and successful films in history. The Exorcist is a classic in its own time. And now, Warner Brothers takes you a step beyond. Exorcist II, The Heretic. Starring Linda Blair, Richard Burton, Louise Fletcher, Max von Sydow, James Earl Jones. Their minds locked together with the most terrifying vision of all. Exorcist II, The Heretic.
May we remind you that full details of all our West End programs appear in the weekly film guide, available free from the foyer staff. Now we present our feature film.